to look at them together. The first one is the slide which says neurons smear on it. So it's about the neurons and the structure of the neurons. Actually, it's the nervous tissue. You guys know that in nervous tissue we have two major types of the cells. What are these two?
Neurons and neuron
Neurons
glia.
and neuron glia. So the big guy here is the neuron. Can you see these dark dots? All of these are neuron glia. So you guys know that the major function of the neuron is what? Making the action potential, the nerve impulse. And the major function of the neuron glia?
Nourishing and supporting.
Supporting, nourishing, and protection of the neurons, right? So this is a typical neuron. I tried to find the beautiful one for you. The test also you will have the good one, hopefully. So the structures that you need to distinguish here, you guys know that each neuron consists of the central part. The central part here is called cell body. Inside the cell body you have the nucleus. So this nucleus, you have cytoplasm here, and you have the short branching processes which come out from the cell body. These guys are dendrites. So you guys know that the dendrites are multiple short branching processes, right? And also you know that we have a long single one which is called axon. But how do you know that this is the axon and not the dendrite? It's bigger, it's a little bit thicker than the dendrites. And also look at the junction between the axon and the cell body. You guys know that the junction of the axon into the cell body is a conchaed structure which is called axon
Hillock, right?
hillock. Good, you're safe. So this is axon hillock. So axon hillock is the clue which helps you to distinguish that this is the axon, not the dendrite.
How about the initial segment?
The initial segment actually is the first part of the axon. In the slide you cannot say exactly where it is exactly, but it's somewhere here very close to the axon. So the structures that needed to distinguish is that this is the neuron, these are the neuroglia, this is the cell body with cytoplasm, all those are dendrites, and this is the axon with the axon here. Any problem? The next slide, guys, is the slide with the cross-section of the nerve. So what is the nerve? What is the nerve? Bundle of what?
Axons.
Bundle of axon. Where? In the PNS, outside the brain, and the spinal cord. The bundles of axons are called nerves, right? So it means that if you make a cross section in nerve, so the nerve is a bundle like this, right? When you make a cross section in it, you can see the round structure like this, right? Inside this structure, you can see the fascicles of what? Fascicles of axons, right? Because the nerve actually consists of the bundles of the axons, right? So these fascicles are the fascicles of the axons. All of these axons together make a bundle that we call it nerve. So this is the cross section of the nerve. If you remember the story of the muscle fiber and the skeletal muscle, you guys know that in the muscle tissue we said that around the entire skeletal muscle we have a membrane of the connective tissue which is called what? Epimysium. Then around each fascicle you have the perimysium. Around each muscle fiber you have the same story here, but just the names are different. The membrane which covers the entire nerve is called, but the name is different, it's called epinuria. But the story is the same. The membrane which covers each fascicle is called perinuria, and the membrane which covers each axon. So the fascicle consists of axons, right? The membrane which covers each axon is called endomerium. So in the test, are you with me? In the test, if I put the pointer somewhere here, you will tell me that this is epi. If I put the pointer somewhere here, between the fascicles on this membrane, you will tell me that this is perineurium. If I put the pointer somewhere inside the fascicle and ask you about the name of the membrane, you will tell me that this is the Wait, now look. Now look, when you look at the inside the fascicle with the higher magnification, you can see some structures. Can you see these dots? Yeah. Each of these dots is one axon. So this is the fascicle, the bundle of the axon, right? So each dark dot, this is the cross section, remember, huh? So each dark dot is the axon. You guys know that some of the axons are covered by the layer of the protein, which is called what, Leslie? Myelin shield, right? So look, the white that you can see around each dot is a myelin shield. And the background that you have here is endoneurium. So like the perineurium and epineurium, you do not have the what do you call it? I forgot the name. The specific layer that you can say that this is epineurium or perineurium, right? Here, the background that you have outside the axons and the myelin shield is the endoneurium. So, in the test, if I put the pointer at the dark dot and ask you about the name of this dark dot, you would tell me that this is
Axon.
If I put the pointer on the white and ask you about it, you would tell me that this is the
Myelin shield.
If I put the pointer somewhere else at the background and ask you about the name of the layer, it would be endoneurium. If I put it here and ask you about the layer, perineurium. If I put it here, it's
Epineurium.
any problem?
Can you point to the perineurium?
Perineurium?
It's the
Around the line around the fascicle or here, anywhere which is around the fascicle.
around
But
the
here,
fascicle.
It's epineurium. Jason, you have a question?
On the test, can you write like dot or space around that?
Right. Got it. Right. Any other question? So the other thing, guys, that we have for tonight is the model of the neuron. Maria has one over there, so Maria will help us to show the different structures. Can you help us, Maria? So you know that the major part, the center, is called the cell body. Can you show the cell body to us, Maria? No, this is the nucleus. The ball that you have in the center is the nucleus. So the whole area over there is the cell body. In the center of the cell body, you have the nucleus. What are the gray structures? This is the nucleus, yes. What are the gray structures, guys? Can you guess? Very good. This is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, but Sejal, it has the specific name. What's the name of it? In the neuron, it has the specific name. Thank you, Nissel bodies. So those gray structures are Nissel bodies, right? The red ones are Golgi apparatus. All right. Can you show me the dendrites?
Right there. No. Yes.
The white ones are the dendrites. So what are the rubber things over there?
No.
Can you tell me?
No.
Any idea? These are the axon terminals of the other neurons.
Oh, okay.
So they make the synapse over there, right? So these are the axon terminals of the other neurons which make the synapse over there, right? So in the test, if you tell me that the rubber things are the dendrites, I kill you. That the white things are the dendrites and the rubber things are the axon terminals. Can you see the synaptic envelope? No? This is the synapse. All right. So where's the axon hillock?
At the
Can you
end
show
of
me
the
axon
rubber.
hillock?
Right, the brown thing.
The brown thing. The brown thing is axon hillock. The cone-shaped structure which connects the body to the axon. So where's the axon?
Right there.
And also in the center, the brownish thing in the center is the axon all the way, right? And around the axon, what is the yellowish thing?
Myelin sheath.
What's that cell? The nucleus of which cell is over there? Can you tell me? Very good, the Schwann cell. No, these are the organelles that you have inside the axon, but this is the nucleus of which cell? Schwann cell. So you guys remember that Schwann cell is a kind of neuropia. Remember, responsible for what? Myelination of the myelin sheath in PNS or CNS. Be careful. CNS. In CNS, that's okay. In CNS, who is responsible? Oligodendrocyte, right? So this is the PNS and this is the Schwann cell. This is the axon all the way inside the axon. These are mitochondria. Don't worry about them. This is the myelin sheath around it, right? And here you can see the cross section of the axon load. This is the cross section, and this is the myelin sheath. Exactly like what you had in the slide, huh? Do you remember the dark dot and the white thing? This is the same thing. This is the axon, this is the myelin sheath around it, and this is the nucleus of the Schwann cell. That's all you need to know.
What's that gray area around?
Which one?
That gray part at the bottom?
Here, you tell me.
I think it's about this one. The Schwann cell.
This is the whole thing is the neuron. right? So around it, this is actually the membrane of the neuron, right? You can say that this is axon lemma, but don't worry about it because it's not exactly the axon lemma. Axon lemma should be somewhere here around the axon. So you can say that this is the layer which covers the whole neuron. Any question?
Initial segment.
Initial segment. Good question. It must be somewhere like here, like the blue one that you have here. But I won't ask you about the initial segment because it's not completely clear. If I want to ask you something here, I will ask you about the axon here. All right. So for the exercise for tonight is exercise number 16. There is a slide here. I'm not sure if the picture is taken in the new version. This is the thing we used to have this slide. This is a slide of the longitudinal section of the nerve, but I couldn't find it. I'm not sure that they will have it for the test or not, but I will ask them. If we have it for the test, I will find it and will show you the next session. But this is a picture that you have of it. This is the longitudinal section of the nerve. That's the same story. The dark thing in the center is the axon. The white thing around it is the myelin sheath, and this is the membrane of the nerve, which is called of the axon, which is called axon lemma. That's it. And also, this structure here is what the constricted part is what?
Node of Ranvier.
Node of Ranvier, right? No, what's node of Ranvier?
Space between
Uh-huh.
the myelin sheets.
Space between the myelin sheaths. What's the function?
Conducts.
Electrical impulse.
What's the name of that conductor?
No.
Saltatory. Okay. You have continuous in unmyelinated axons. You have saltatory. You jump from one node to another node, which is fast.
I think I should read the book.
So look at the.
That might help.